In today's video, I am going to be talking about the 3-out, 2-in basketball offense, why I hate it, but also why I kind of like it in certain situations. So let's get down and let's check out this offense because, I don't know, it's just one of those offenses that I just do not like. One offense I do like, however, is the 5-out offense, which you can grab down in the description below. It's a very simple, easy offense to run, and you can do some really complicated advanced plays with it too for older players. So make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense that is down in the description below. Okay, so before I even put defensive players on this clipboard, what do we see wrong in this setup? Well, there's 3 players outside of the perimeter, 2 players that are next to the key. And while this may look like a fantastic offense, it really isn't for most circumstances. A lot of old school coaches will like it because they'll say, okay, well, I can get the ball into one of these 2 low post players. And when that happens, I just need to get that guy to just pound it a million times into the rim and call it a day. And while that may work, it also doesn't work as well for many different reasons. So for one reason is while you may have a really tall player, so for a very good example, my grade 6 AAU team that I coached very recently had a 6'2" player. Yeah, very tall. Would I like to put that player into the low post and say, go to work? Oh, heck yeah. Go to work. Pound it. There ain't nobody anywhere in Ontario who is anywhere close to you in height, and really there really isn't. There's like 2 other players who are that height at the elite level, and that's it. So go to the low post and just pound it home. Well, that's all said and good, and I can win games like that. Heck, you get somebody who's shooting 85, 90% because he's so tall and being guarded by other kids who are 5'6". Of course, I'm going to win games. It's a 90% shot. Is that kid learning anything? Is that kid learning how to handle the ball? All he's doing is just catching pivot layup. Is he learning anything? No. Okay, so if he's not learning anything, am I now doing a disservice to him and his family just so that I as the coach can win some grade 6 games? I'm not doing anything. I'm not helping him at all. A mic and drill does just as much work. So moving those tall players out to the perimeter so they can learn guard skills, while that may lose you games, will help that player immensely in the future. So you've got to keep that in mind. Also, when it comes to a 3-out, 2-in offense, one of the things that I hate, where are we driving from? Do I have cutters? Can I cut off ball? No. Can I pass and cut? Not really. What I can do is I can have a play set up where I can pass to this guy. He comes up. That's a back screen. He back screens. I cut to the basket. I get that ball. This man's man comes and helps out. Pass, layup. Okay, well now I'm teaching them an actual offense, a very simple offense. And while that's all said and good, well now it's not really teaching this guy anything, is it? It's teaching this guy how to set a back screen. It's teaching him how to read a defender who is maybe overplaying you on the help. Maybe it's helping with passing, but it's really not doing all that much. These are all the reasons why I hate the 3-out, 2-in. Especially if you're a team that has a slasher, keep as many players away from the key as possible. And most teams these days have shooters and slashers. There's not many people who know how to post up anymore. So why stick a player in the low post when that part of the game is essentially dead unless Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, or Zach Edey somehow bring that style of game back. However, there is a use for the 3-out, 2-in that I do agree with, but I would never use myself. I find there are better alternatives to beating a 3-out or beating a 2-3 zone or zone in general. So, pass to the wing, he stunts until he gets over, he recovers. 5 goes to the high post, now you're more of a 1-3-1 set, but whatever. Because he passed, he needs to clear off, which means 1 and 3 switch. They have some kind of a high post, low post action. We can get that ball into player 5, out to player 1. He could have the 3 unless they recover fast enough. Now these guys cross. We could maybe get a cut down into the low post or into the low corner that drags him out. This puts player 5 into a situation where, do I guard player 4? Yes. Okay, well now it's a drop down layup. Well, now we're learning how to beat a zone, which is fine. There's a lot of young teams that are using zones, which I may disagree with, but there's still better alternatives to the 3-out, 2-in. This is one alternative right here, which really catches a lot of teams off guard, because now you've got 4 players out on the perimeter. You're trying to stretch out that 2-3 zone outside of that 3-point line. This is actually a very good alternative, in my opinion, to the 3-out, 2-in offense, because now you can get that ball into that high post. You can still kick it out, but when that happens, player 4 has to stunt until player 1 recovers. While player 4 is recovering back, we can get a pass into player 5, weak side, backdoor cut, layup. There's a lot of different options, especially for players and teams that have slashers. So there's an alternative anyways to the 3-out, 2-in. I personally hate and dislike the 3-out, 2-in offense altogether. While I have made videos of that offense on this channel, there are times and places where you may want to use it. You've got a gold medal game coming up. You've got a week to prepare. Okay, let's get this gold. But we're going to go back to our original sets afterwards. We're going to go back to our motions, get back to positionless basketball after that gold championship win, just so that we can get that win. I get that. We all want to win gold. If you got a gold medal game coming up, you do what you can to win that gold. But in my opinion, there's better alternatives to teach players more than with the 3-out, 2-in. This is my opinion. What's your opinion? Go down in the description. I want to hear what you have to say about this offense. Anyways, hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure to go check out my 5-out complete guide that is down in the description below, and I will see you guys again in my next video.